If you think the Oscars are bad, wait until you see what went down at the White House Correspondents' dinner. Stand by for a little hair of the dog. It's tough.
And if the people on the Sunday shows seem a little sleepy this morning, it is because this is the morning after the White House Correspondents' dinner, Washington's version of the Oscars, which comes complete with its own red carpet, crowded with stars of television, Hollywood, both the two-legged and four-legged kind.
Oh, look, George Clooney brought the appetizers. See, that's funny because Obama eats dog. I'm not going to get tired of that anytime soon. I apologize. Moving on now to this week and their special economic panel. Let's go straight to Nobel Prize winner Paul Krugman.
Well, actually, this is not especially worse than the recovery from the 2001 recession. If you actually just look at the job gains or lack thereof, they're more or less on track, and if anything, a bit better.
Yes, Paul Krugman, the first man to win a Nobel Prize for total lying suckitude. Yeah, in 2005, unemployment was at 5%, and the budget deficit was less than half the size it is today. That's what he doesn't want you to know. And that's enough to earn Paul Krugman this week's Eyebrow of Total Disdain. For the real story, forget Krugman and take a listen to Carly Fiorina. She knows what's going on.
Well, I think we actually have three structural problems in the economy right now. The first is that we are destroying the entrepreneurial foundation of the nation. Right now, big companies are doing pretty well because they have lots of global markets, but small business, more of them are failing and fewer are starting.
Yeah, let me tell you how Obamanomics really works. You take the economy when it's on its back and you put your boot just right on its throat really hard, and then you hit it in the head with a big sack of money and shout, "Why won't you make any jobs?" And when that doesn't work, get a bigger sack of money. It's been a long 4 years, folks. Moving on now to Meet the Press, also known as In the Tank. Watch the intro, and I think you'll see what I mean.
It's still about the economy, and we're not stupid.
To the deciders in this election, one key group I can tell you is women. And the big question is still, how will they be won over?
How much for you women? How much for the little girl? See, this is why the mainstream media is worth 15 points to the Democrats. It's not because they're nicer to Democrats. It's because they frame the issues in ways that help the Democrats. Just slice and dice us all into little tiny interest groups and see who offers the biggest bribes. And, well, you know who wins that race. And now it's time for the most unpleasant man in the world, Robert Gibbs. Watch as he bites the head off a baby. No, not really, but you believed me there for just a second, didn't you?
I guess the same question is also applicable to President Obama. Will he spend his time simply tearing down Governor Romney as an alternative, or is he going to run on a big idea for his second term?
Well, look,
I mean this. I mean this when I say it. David Gregory, thank you for flustering Robert Gibbs. It made my weekend. It really did. On now to Fox News Sunday. I fast-forwarded to the roundtable. That's where the real news was this week. And first up from Chris Wallace, a really pointed question to Britt Hume. This is an interesting point.
Let's present a hypothetical. How damaging to the president if in June the court were to rule that this former constitutional law professor, the president, was on the wrong side of the Constitution, both on the Arizona law and on Obamacare?
And for a better idea of what a double fail in front of the Supreme Court would look like, let's go to constitutional scholar Hans Gruber.